Good morning, and welcome to another edition of Mark's Inspiration. Glad you could join me here today, as always. I wanted to talk about the Ukraine, but I'm going to talk about should you block her or not. So stay tuned and I will tell you whether or not you should block her. What a question. I'm taking this off of Sparty Fortune. He put a video out the other day. He hasn't been putting out too many, but I really like Sparty Fortune. Team Fortune, check him out. He's got some good stuff. So he was talking about this, and I thought that is an interesting subject because I think we've all had times where we thought, should I block my ex or not? I've blocked my ex before, a couple of them. Usually because after we broke up, they just keep contacting me and it becomes a distraction. Like it's not going anywhere. I don't want to be with them again. Well, I may want to have sex with them again, but if you're focused on your business and your mission and your purpose, you don't need distractions. So if they're going to contact you, if you want to be with them, then just do it. And if not, don't. But it's kind of like when you're in a room. Have you ever been in a room and there's a fly in there? And the fly is buzzing around and it keeps landing on you and it drives you crazy. It's distracting you. It's not hurting you, but it's an annoying distraction. And sometimes an ex can become like that. It can become like that fly buzzing around the room. Even when it's not landing on you, you know it's there. And any moment it's going to land on your nose or your hand and distract you. So sometimes we have to block an ex to stop this distraction. Now, and sometimes if she dumped you and it's really difficult for you, you may have to block her if she continually comes back into your life and pulls you back in and then pushes you away, pulls you back in and pushes you away. But then you're still emotionally attached to her. Now, you could cut her off and move on with your life, but there's probably some emotions there. You still have some attachment to her, otherwise she couldn't pull you back in. I've experienced that myself. Now you can block it and cut it off completely until time passes, and then maybe you can talk to her then if you open it back up or if you unblock her, and then the emotions have settled down enough that, or you've dealt with them enough that you can talk to her. Okay, but it's really up to you. If you've blocked her because she continues to contact you when you start to get over her, is it pulling you back in? Is it causing you to be distracted from your mission and your purpose? Only you can answer that question. If so, and you're not able to just leave the door open, you're not able to leave the door open without it causing you, difficulties in other aspects of your life, then I say that you block her. Okay, but if you can just leave it open and allow her to contact you whenever she desires, and you can get to where you're indifferent about it, that it doesn't affect you either way, that's the best, because you're not reacting to whatever actions she's taking. Because you need to get to a place in your life where no matter how much you have attachments, or you don't want attachments, but no matter how much you have feelings for someone, how much love or desire you have for someone, that you can take them or leave them. And women are attracted to a man like that. They're not attracted to a man who they can move, or they can get frustrated, or they can get to react or to be angry. So your ability to remain non-reactive, even if you leave the door open by not blocking someone, will determine your inner strength in the eyes of women. So block, no block. You need, like I said, you need to get to the point where you're emotionally strong enough where these things don't bother you. You don't have to open the message, or you can open the message and you don't have to respond. Now, I'll tell you, my last ex-wife, I was very much attached and in love with her. We had 6 kids together. We were married for 12 years, and it was very difficult. She would keep pulling me back in. I would bring her back up here. She lived in a foreign country, and it would always end up the same. Okay, and I had to let her go, but I just wasn't able to. I had all the 6 kids up here, and I told her, I said, one of these days I'm going to send you back, and I'm not going to bring you back here. She didn't believe me. So what I had to do for my own mental health and the health of my family was, the last time I sent her back, I made my amends for the mistakes I had made, said my goodbyes, and when she left, I just blocked her, I cut off everything, and she would find a way to contact me. But what I would do is as soon as I seen the message was from her, I wouldn't even read it. I would delete it. If I answered the phone, it was her, I would just hang up. And that's what I had to do. I did that for about 1.5 years. And then after that, I could talk to her. And today I can talk to her and I don't have any problems with her. Although right now I'm not talking to her because she was wanting something from me and I just got tired of telling her no. But the point is, I got to where emotionally I was indifferent about what she was doing or if she was contacting me or not contacting me. So the final decision is up to you whether you block somebody or not block somebody. But that has to be determined by how much it is emotionally affecting you. Now, as I said, you can plow right through that and deal with those emotions instead of, let's say, running away from it by blocking her. But then again, like I said, you have to determine that yourself. Can you handle this distraction of the fly buzzing around and landing on you and still maintain your responsibilities, your business, and the things you need to do to progress towards your goals and your vision? If you can do that with this resistance, now this resistance will build you up, okay? But you have to decide whether you're at a point where you can do that and still maintain your responsibilities. That's up to you. Only you can determine that. But if you can, and you feel the resistance and it makes you uncomfortable, but you're still taking care of your responsibilities, then I say don't block her, or him if you're a woman, and continue on, because this will build character and it will get you to the place where eventually, no matter what happens in your outer world, you will still be able to focus on your goals and your vision and do what's important to you and for those around you, which would be your family, friends, whatever. But first, what's important for you. Invariably, when you do what's important for you, you're doing what's best for you and for those around you. It's like the old adage, the saying, if you're in an airplane and they drop the oxygen masks, you put yours on first, and then you're able to help other people. So you have to take care of yourself first. It's a form of selfishness, but it's a form of selfishness that benefits others, the people you love, and actually you're benefiting this other person that continues to try to talk to you by not just cutting them off, because you're actually displaying an amount of strength and you're not reacting to her or him, and this helps them to grow also. Now that's another video, but so back to the original thing, should I block or not block? As I said, I gave you the variables there, but you have to make the ultimate decision whether you should block or not block. If you can maintain your integrity, your character, and your purpose and your focus, then don't block. But if it's really causing you to get off of purpose and to react and to not be able to do what you're supposed to do, then I say block until you get to a position emotionally where you can handle that type of stuff. All right? I hope this has been of value to you. Share it with a friend. And if you'd like to donate, hit the PayPal button, $1, $2, whatever you think the value of this video is. It helps me to keep going, and it kind of encourages me too. We all need a little encouragement sometimes. My website is marksinspiration.com. Email marksinspirationalguidance@gmail.com. And thanks for joining me. I'll see you tomorrow.